Hello, good people. Welcome to Stocks and General channel, your number one stop for shares and stocks. I'm quite excited today because today is actually the first time we are debuting a share. It is worth the wait because the share we are going to talk about it is massive in terms of potential. I myself, I've already invested in it. My business partner as well is in it as well. So so far it has not disappointed. So let's not waste time. Let's dive into the share and see what it has to offer to us as investors. Yes, good people. So the share we are talking about today is Agronomics. So who are Agronomics? Agronomics is an investment company that is focused on opportunities within the nascent industry of modern foods, which are environmentally friendly alternatives to the traditional production of meat and plant-based sources of nutrition. According to information on their website, this company is the only recent viable technologies emerged with the potential to displace animal husbandry. So, Agronomics, they invest in companies such as Meatable. And Meatable, what they do, they produce meat in the lab. As you can see here, that is the burger which was produced in the lab. Uh, we have a bit of information here. It says that the world's first lab grown burger, developed from a research project led by Professor Mark Post, was showcased in 2013, funded by Sergey Brin, and it cost 250,000 euros. Okay, so why buy shares in this company? The company will provide shareholders with exposure to concentrated portfolio of companies in this area. Agronomics is a thematic investment play into a sector that is set to disrupt 7.3 trillion global market meat. $7.3 trillion global meat market, as well as poultry and seafood. Apart from human foods, pet food is also being disrupted. And here we've got the high-profile individuals who are actually investing in this sector. One being Bill Gates, Sergey Brin, the founder of Google, also Sir Richard Branson. And also there are other institutions, as you will see in the next slides, who are also investing in this sector and also in the share that we are talking about today. This actually Blue Nelu is the company as well, which the Agronomics won 21% worth of investment. So the reason why it has featured on here is because this company have just this company have just been approved for their seafood, and they've also just raised 60 million US dollars to build a factory in San Diego for commercial rollout. Why this is important? Well, if this company succeeds, it's good for Agronomics, and if it is good for Agronomics, it is good for us people who are buying shares who are buying shares in Agronomics. So again, why buy shares in this company? Well, Agronomics are currently debt free and they have more money in the pot for any potential acquisitions in the future. There are a few things that we look for when we are buying shares in the company, and one of those things is their finances. So we need to see the healthy of the company's finance. So we ask questions such as, is the company making money? So if they are, that's the tick. Are they losing money? If they are losing money, we can give them the benefits of that, because the company could be losing money today, but next year they can actually recover their losses and make profits. So depending on the industry they are in. So in the case of agronomics, they are debt free and they've got so much money in reserve to buy other companies in the future. So that is good for us investors. On top of that, the population of vegans and vegetarians are increasing, and the traditional way of producing meat or fish product is not sustainable. So there will be massive demand for alternatives. Um, and there is a bit here about uh, the Israel Prime Minister who recently tested 3D printed meat. He said it was delicious and guilt free, and he couldn't taste any difference from normal meat. And he also added that he ordered officials to establish a body overseeing and encouraging the development of food using biotechnology. Again, another thing that we look at before we buy shares in any company is the market outlook. How is the market looking like in terms of the future? Is the market growing, or is the market going is the market gonna get worse in the future, in the coming years? In the case of agronomics, that's not the case, because this is a new market, it's a emerging market, and we have a lot of government backing this industry. So on the outlook of things, it's looking good for us investors. And then the other thing again that we look at is the leadership. Who are actually in charge of the who are the people in charge of the company? As you can see here, these individuals, they all have good track record of businesses. I see a familiar face here, Richard Lee. He was the man who actually confounded Innocent Drinks. They are still there, these Innocent Drinks. They're still all over in supermarket like Sainsbury's, Tesco's, and Asda's. You see Innocent Drinks. So this is the man who actually founded this company, and he ended up selling it to Coca-Cola in 2013. And then after that, he went on to co-found another company called Jamja, which is an investment uh, an investment consumer goods venture capital firm, which has made 44 investments, including Deliveroo. Actually, just last week, Deliveroo was on the news. They are planning to go public, so they are just in the process. Um, I mean, why is that important? Because it's all about connections. If Deliveroo goes IPO or public, I mean, and they make a lot of money, and this guy becomes more wealthy, chances are that you will probably invest more money in agronomics, and the share of agronomics will shoot up. And when that happens, us investors will be smiling. So it is very, very good. And then you've got all these individuals that their profiles are there, so you can actually go on Google and Google them to find out more information about themselves. And here we have some information about the population, the growth of our population. So according to the UN, they predict that the global population is projected to expand to 9.8 billion by 2050. And they said meat consumption has also increased substantially in the past 50 years, 16 times in China between 1961 and 2013. And the thing that has driven that population growth is affluence and westernization of cultures. So meat continues to be aspirational in some emerging markets, and increasing demand is likely to lead to resource exhaustion. So because of that, we need a lot of governments are preparing for alternatives, not just the traditional way of producing meat. So, and then we have more information on the rise of conscious consumption. I'm not gonna bore you with all these figures and percentages, but I just wanna note here that note some information on here. Look at this: the global plant-based protein market is to reach 40 billion US dollars by 2025. So it's like what I mentioned earlier about the market outlook. Is it a growing market or is it going to get worse? But in this case, we can see just because this is 2021, and in 2024, which is in 4 years' time, the market will grow to 40 billion US dollars in just 4 years. And then there's more information again. The global meat market in US alone is actually 1.1 trillion US dollars. So in terms of the market outlook, it's looking very, very good. So it's a share that you can buy now and hold it for the next 5 to 10 years and then sell it later on. You make money and you'll be smiling. So again, more information on the cultivated meat sector. Again, same figures here, as you can see there. This slides is actually on Agronomics website, so you can go out there and check it out. And here on the right hand side here, we've got these companies. Blue Nelo, I mentioned Blue Nelo. It's a company Agronomics owns have shares in, 21% of investment. And we've also Meat Tech, Biotech Foods, Shoko Meats, New Age Meats, Mission Bounds. So all these companies are all doing this cultivated meat business. And you can see here the millions of dollars invested in this sector. So it's looking good. It's looking good. So this is just for us investors to know where we are heading in terms of this cultivated meat sector. So this is more now. We have more information on the companies which Agronomics own or have shares in. Meatable, as you can see here, Agronomics have 22% of investment in this company, and then Blue Nelo 21%, Mosa Meat 10%, Solar Foods 8%. So I mean, the thing to note here is that one or two, three companies in this portfolio, if they just grow to a certain number or to a certain market capitalization, it will make the share of Agronomics just to go up and up, because there is just the connection between these companies and Agronomics. So it is so good for us, because the fact that we own shares in Agronomics, we also have shares in these companies. So it's very, very good for us investors. And then, so this more information again on the figures and the amount of money that is invested in these companies by Agronomics. So this is their portfolio of companies, and the amount of money also in terms of percentage wise. Structure and shareholders. Now what we have here is actually now institutions who are buying shares in this company, and we've got some big names here. Look here, HSBC, they've actually invested 7.63%. I know Hargreaves Lansdowne It's the company that myself and my business partner used to buy shares. They've also invested in this company 4.78%. And we've got all these other companies here that we can actually go and look them up. Look, this one, J Melon, they've invested that much. So the fact that high profile individuals are investing in this share and institutions are investing in these shares is good. It is very, very good. And yeah, so before we go, guys, I just want to show you now the actual share price of this company we are talking about. So just bear with me in a moment, guys, and then I'll show you. Let's go there quickly. Yes, good people. So as you can see, this is the share price, the current share price of Agronomics. So it is 24p at the moment. And if you look at the market capitalization, this is the value that the market is actually valuing this company at 122 million um, pounds. And in my opinion, okay, I don't feel, I know this company is actually undervalued. And I'm sure you've heard of Warren Buffett. The thing that made Warren Buffett wealthy is buying smaller companies like this one, which the market undervalued, and it helped them to grow to something like this. Look at this company. This company is doing similar stuff that the companies that Agronomics will own actually do. But look at their market capitalization, $1.5 billion. And if you look at the Agronomics portfolio, and this company, it's huge. It's huge in terms of potential. This is where we can actually see Agronomics going as the companies which they are buying succeed in the markets, because they are doing similar thing. And the thing that sets Agronomics apart is the leadership and their finances. As I showed you guys, you saw that this company is debt free. I mean, Agronomics is debt free, and they have more money in their reserves to invest in the future. So it's all good news. And then the other company as well is Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat, look at their share price, $140, and their market capitalization, 8.76 billion US dollars. And I do not know much about these companies, but they are doing similar stuff to those companies which Agronomics own. And if you now compare the share price of Agronomics, which is just 24p, and to this of Beyond Meat, which is $140. So there is a huge potential for growth in terms of potential for Agronomics. The I'll just say the sky is a limit. And like I said earlier, myself and my business partner, we've invested in this share. So, and it so far it has not disappointed. But I'll leave you with this one. Do your maths. If you've got £1,000 and you buy just a few shares in Agronomics at the moment, which one share is costing 24p, 24.70p, and imagine if this share grows to something like this. So do your maths, you people. And yeah, again, this is just for information purpose. We are not here to advise you financially, but this is the journey that we have taken to buy uh, to um, to buy the share. So we looked at all this information. We went on and did our research, and as you know, probably you can agree with me that this company Agronomics is actually undervalued, and there's so much growth to come with it. and the time to buy is now. But I'm not telling you to buy, I'm just giving you information so that you can go and do your own research and make up your own mind. But like I said, I myself have invested in it, and my business partner has invested in it as well. So that's it, good people. I hope that information was worth it. And before we go, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel, especially if you like the content which we've just covered. And there will be so much more. Look out for the next share, which we'll cover on this channel. But in the meantime, like I said, please do not forget to subscribe, share this video, get the word out there. Until next time, keep on smiling. God bless you. Bye bye.